Hello, namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. PSSM Global Australia welcomes you all to this day 15 of the exciting journey of reinventing yourself. Masters, yesterday we understood the significance of full moon. That is, when the moon is at its full intensity, it not only amplifies the waves in the oceans that we refer to as high tide, but it can amplify every other aspect of our life, good or bad, including meditation. And it is very important for a meditator to know that the moon is kind enough to present this opportunity once every month, and we should make full use of it. If you have missed our video yesterday, you can go to our YouTube channel, PSSM Global Australia, and you can find our entire playlist of this Reinvent program. With this, we are going to start the meditation session for today. And later on, we would be joined by Parinitha Patri, who is the elder daughter of Rishi Padama Patri, and she would be taking us through the topic of plant-based living. So I'll request you all to take 3 deep breaths. And I also have a message for our new masters. Every time we bring our attention back to our breath, we are making a new neural connection in our brain, and we are getting better at meditation. So every single effort counts, every breath counts. With this, we will take 3 deep breaths and we'll get on with the meditation session for today.
ni ni sa re sa ma ga re re sa sa re ga ma ga ga re re sa ni da pa da ni re sa लगातार ध्यान आंखें बिल्कुल बंद लगातार ध्यान, उच्छ्वास निश्वास के साथ एक होकर रहेंगे। हम योगी बनेंगे, योगीश्वर बनेंगे। अगले जन्म में नहीं, इसी जन्म में हम भी शंकर भगवान के जैसे बनेंगे, कबीर जी के जैसे बनेंगे, गौतम बुद्ध के जैसे बनेंगे। क्यों नहीं बनेंगे? आंखें बिल्कुल बंद और उच्छ्वास निश्वास के साथ एक होकर रहेंगे। बाहर से अंदर आती हुई सांस, अंदर से बाहर जाता हुआ सांस।
Last 1 minute, masters. Stay with your breath. Last 30 seconds. We will gently place our palms on our eyes, masters, and we'll slowly remove our hands. Slowly open your eyes. Congratulations for completing yet another meditation session. As I said when we started, every time we come out of meditation, we are a better person, more aware, more conscious. I see we have got Parinitha Patri ji who has joined us. Ma'am, very welcome. We are very excited to have you. Thanks for making time for us. I'll give the floor to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very good morning to everyone. Good evening and good afternoon to whoever is joining us from all over the world. Hello, Australia. How are you guys doing today? It's very fortunate to be here with you right now, here today, and very privileged and very honored to be here, to be talking to you, interacting with you for the first time ever. And thank you so much, Australia, for giving PSSM this opportunity, for spreading the word of Patriji, for spreading that vision of meditation and vegetarianism everywhere. And this is his wish, for every person to become a meditator, for every person to become a compassionate, kind person. That is what he wanted in this world. And that is how he wanted this to envision as Dhyan Jagat, Shakar Jagat and Pyramid Jagat, my dear friends. So my name is Parinitha Patri and I'm from India, and I'm here in front of you today to give whatever I know, whatever I have experienced in my life. I just wanted to share here, make an interaction with you so that we are all on the same page. How do I start right now? See, compassion and kindness, these are another, the synonyms for Patriji. So Patriji, as you all know, has had started this mission of PSSM, Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement, in 1990, and he resigned in 1992. So from then onwards till now, there's no stopping of all the pyramid masters spreading the word of meditation. And every person has learned meditation through him and are now leading a very happy life. And by choosing vegetarianism, are leading a very compassionate life towards oneself, towards fellow human beings, and also towards all the animals, my dear friends. So that is what meditation and ahimsa does, if I have to say. So meditation and ahimsa will go together. So if you come into meditation, then you have no other choice but to become an ahimsa person. And if you are an ahimsa person but you're not doing meditation, then you will slowly transition into meditation. So that is what it is. And plant-based food, everyone knows about plant-based foods, isn't it? So we all know what plant-based food is, what it consists of, and the reason Patriji started this mission of vegetarianism is not just because he was born in a vegetarian family. It's because it's right. Vegetarianism is right, is the need of the hour. To be able to show that same compassion, same kindness that you show to your family, to your friends, to your acquaintance, the same compassion, there's the same kindness to be shown to all the animals as well. So, compassion, ahimsa, kindness, karuna, empathy. This is what the world needs, not otherwise. So, first, we need to start being compassionate with ourselves, being in ahimsa with our own self, forgiving ourselves, moving on with everything, accepting ourselves as we are, and towards others also, having mental ahimsa, verbal ahimsa, emotional ahimsa, intentional ahimsa, physical ahimsa. So that is the level 2. First level is with ourselves, and the second level is with other human beings, the fellow human beings, and not just the family and friends, to our extended families. And the third level, we go towards the entire animal kingdom. So that is where plant-based food comes and plays its role. And today we are going to learn about that. So what is plant-based food? And why should we have only plant-based food? That is the question. If I may ask, are there any ones who are not plant-based yet? You can raise your hands. You can raise your hands. I mean, virtually or physically, you can do that. Yeah, Prajna. Right, okay. That's not a problem at all. See, we are all learning. I'm also learning day by day, bit by bit, learning new things, trying to adapt new things. That's all right. We are all learning step by step. Let's be compassionate with ourselves. It's okay. It's absolutely all right. No problem. So, plant-based food is nothing but consuming food which is coming only from plants. As simple as that. So, why should we take only plant-based food? Is because we are in no way in authority to impose ourselves on an animal, on the animal kingdom. We do not have any right to interfere, to impose, or to kill a life. So that is the main concept of plant-based food, my dear friends. What do I mean if I have to say plant-based food? Everything that doesn't come from plants has to be avoided, as simple as that. And Patriji has started this movement with 3 things: no meat, no fish, and no eggs. So we need to avoid all these 3 things on our plates and everywhere that we go. We need to adopt plant-based living because we are in no way have any authority to kill the animals. Because animals are highly emotional beings, just like you and me. Just like you and me, my dear friends. They are no different. They have the same organs that we have. They have the same kind of heart that you have. They have thoughts. They have emotions. They can feel. So then how do we have the heart to have a piece of steak or an omelette or chicken or any other animal on our plate? Because we are disconnected with the animals suffering. When we are disconnected with other suffering, see, for example, if I don't know who Kalpana is, I'm 100% indifferent to her suffering. I don't know her, so I don't care. As simple as that. So between me and Kalpana, there is no oneness here. Just because I know Sarvoj, I find myself relating with him. Like I can feel that sympathy and empathy with him just because I know Sarvoj. And because I do not know Kalpana, I am being indifferent to her. I respond to Sarvoj differently and I respond to Kalpana differently. I do not respond to Kalpana's suffering at all because I don't know her. And I'm not connected with her. I don't feel that oneness with her. That is why I am indifferent to her. So in the same way, if we have our pets in the house, we cannot see them suffering because we are connected to that pet. But since we are not connected to the chicken which died for our taste buds, which is on the plate, we are not connected to that being who died just for the sake of our taste buds. There's a disconnect happening. There's a hard disconnect happening, my dear friends. So we need to cultivate that heart which feels oneness with each and every living being on this planet. It doesn't matter whether you know the person, whether you have any connection with the animal or not. Our heart needs to be connected to each and every heart living being on this planet. And that is what is oneness all about. How many of you attend the Patriji oneness meditation? You must attend Patriji's oneness meditation every Sunday, which is happening. Come join us. Let's meditate together and create that oneness amongst ourselves with the Mother Earth and get connected to each other. What happens in meditation? In meditation, we get connected to our hearts. And when we get connected to our heart gets connected to the cosmic heart. In that way, we get connected to each and every one's heart, whether it be a human being or an animal. And that is how you get that quality of compassion expressed towards everyone. How come Patriji had love for each and every person? How? How is that humanly possible? How was he able to treat each and every person in the same way, the same loving and friendly manner? How? Because his heart was huge, big. He was so inclusive that he could include each and every person in his heart, the entire animal kingdom into his heart. We need to create that oneness. We need to connect ourselves. We have disconnected ourselves from compassion and empathy. We have disconnected ourselves from nature. And we need to reconnect with each and every living being, with Mother Earth through meditation. And that is where true oneness happens. If you really think that you are living in oneness, you will feel the suffering and the pain of each and every living being. And you will work towards creating a beautiful world for everyone, including yourself. That is what oneness is. I and Rameshji are not apart. We are not different. We are not separate. This mind creates separatism. This heart gives inclusivity. Which one do you want to listen to? You always have a choice. Every given moment you have a choice, either to be separative or to be inclusive. Every second, every moment, you have a choice. So what do you choose is the matter. Do you choose oneness or do you choose separatism? Every second, with everyone, with every living being, with the entire Mother Earth. What do you choose? So meditation and ahimsa go together, my dear friends. let us all respect the animal kingdom, respect the plant kingdom, respect Mother Earth. Let's choose plant-based food. Let's choose compassionate food over cruelty food, over suffering of animals. They don't have to die for us. They don't have to suffer for us in cages, being tortured, slaughtered, mutilated, electrocuted, murdered. Even murdered before they are even born in the form of eggs. They are not here for us. Every religion teaches about compassion. Every religion teaches about love. What is your religion? And if I have to talk about myself, my dear friends, in November 2018, I mean, I was born in a vegetarian family. You all know that I was born in a vegetarian family. But in November 2018, I turned to 100% plant-based diet. And if I say that I'm a vegetarian, how come she's saying that you turned into 100% plant-based diet? So I took off two more things from my menu. One is dairy and one is honey. Because these two things also comes from animals, and we need to avoid both the things if we want to create a 100% total plant-based food. Nothing from animals. We don't need anything from animals. We don't need any product that comes out of suffering, enslavement, torture, slaughter, mutilation, separation of animals. No health will come from this. No health will come from making other beings suffer for us. So then onwards, I have started doing more and more research about plant-based food and about the alternatives of how we can make homemade plant-based milk, curd, yogurts, cheeses, ice creams, chocolates, and everything. I have learned how to do that. And I've learned that we really don't need any animal protein in our body. When we eat meat, the fear-based juices or the excretions that happens in their bodies, when at the time of their murder, all those secretions enter into our body. And we human beings, because we take all those animal products into our body, we become more and more and more of an animal rather than more and more and more of becoming a human being and then a superhuman being. We need to move forward, not backward. So let's move forward by adopting a 100% total plant-based food, my dear friends. A hen is not born for you. A goat is not born for you. A cow doesn't become pregnant for you. A honeybee doesn't work hard collecting nectar for you or for me, for anybody. They do it for themselves. They want to create their own families. They want to live happily, freely. But because of our needs, so-called needs, we enslave them. So let us all contribute towards non-slavery, non-imposition, non-violence towards all the living beings, my dear friends. Let our bodies be a garden, a temple, pure, sacred, pious. So we have many alternatives for dairy, if I have to say. where you have many alternatives, which are coconut milk, cashew milk, oats milk, soya milk, rice milk, potato milk, many other milks are almond milk. So many milks are there. I have my coffee every day with oats milk. It's delicious, utterly delicious. So let us all slowly move towards that step, because Patriji said, and I say this in every class that I talk about plant-based food, that he said that we need to transform from a non-vegetarian to a vegetarian, from a vegetarian to a plant-based person, from a plant-based person to a raw foods eating person, then a liquidarian. Then we need to transform into becoming a breatharian. And that is what meditation does. It will help you eat less and less and depend on cosmic energy more and more. You might have experienced that when you do lots of meditation, you feel less hunger. Why? Why? Because you're filled with cosmic energy and you don't need, you don't feel the need of sleeping or eating anymore. Maybe you eat a little, but that is what it does. And we need to spend that cosmic energy wisely and economically and appropriately as well. That is also very necessary. You get cosmic energy when you do meditation, spend it wisely. Do not spend it on unnecessary thoughts, unnecessary talk, unnecessary actions, unnecessary emotions, unnecessary intentions, on unnecessary things. And those are your leakages where you waste your cosmic energy and you do more and more meditation and you keep wasting. It's just like, you're pulling up a bucket of water from a well and pouring it out into the drainage, into the sewer. So do meditation, get lots and lots of cosmic energy, spend it wisely, just like you spend your dollar, your rupee, your pound. How wisely do you spend that? And Patriji always used to say that if you do not give value to what is coming freely to you, you will lose it. For example, water, natural resources, the air you breathe, the food you eat, everything. If we do not value what we already have, we will lose it. As simple as that. So in November 2020, my dear friends, I have founded an initiative through PSSM, which is called as SWAG, Save Water and Go Green. You can go and visit our website, which is pssmswag.org, pssmswag.org. So there you are welcome to explore as to what SWAG is all about. And SWAG's main objectives are three. First one is to save water. Second one is to adopt plant-based living. And third one is to plant trees. So when we contribute to animal agriculture, we are actually helping in the contribution of deforestation, which is creating catastrophes. You might have heard so many news. The floods are happening, global warming is happening. Why? Because of animal agriculture, because of the demand that we are creating for animal agriculture. Deforestation is happening. Because we are disconnected with the reality, we are disconnected with nature. We do not know what is happening in nature and how it is affecting us. We are disconnected with everything that is happening. So let's create a world in which your future generations are safe to live in. I'm not looking only after this incarnation. I would like to see my 100 other incarnations also on this earth. living a happy and free life just like you're living right now? What kind of an earth are you going to give to yourself in the future incarnation, to your future self, to your future generations, to your children, to your grandchildren? What kind of an earth do you want them to live in? Think about it. And the one and only solution, the hugest, most effective solution for everyone for a beautiful earth tomorrow is to live a total 100% plant-based life. And the second part is, do I have 5 more minutes, Kalpana? Okay, right. And once we become plant-based, and the next step is to be compassionate towards even other animals in the animal kingdom. Let's avoid leather, silk, wool, fur, and animal tested products as well. Let's not encourage zoos, circuses, aquariums, animal parks, animal transportation, animal entertainment. Let us say no to all these things. They are not here to entertain us. They are not here to be a fashion for us. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu is a saying in Sanskrit, and it's a beautiful saying, my dear friends. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, which means that I wish happiness and freedom to every living being. So when we say that, do you really mean it? Do you have a leather wallet? Do you have a leather belt? Do you have a leather purse? What does your sofa consist of? Do you wear silk sarees? Do you buy silk sarees? Do you buy sweaters when winter comes in? What is it made of? Do you ride horses for fun? Do you go to circuses for fun? Do you use animal tested products? These are all the questions that needs to arise in each and every person's mind and heart. Are we truly saying it or just saying it? Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Let's be in ahimsa towards ourselves. Treat your body as a temple. Treat your body as a sacred being. Be in ahimsa with each and every person. Be kind, be compassionate, be patient, be understanding within each and every person. When you create that understanding, you will be patient with everyone. Only after understanding a person, you will be patient. And for understanding the other person, first you need to understand yourself. If you cannot understand yourself, there's no way that you can understand the other person. Why are you thinking like that? Why are these thoughts coming to me? Why am I speaking like this? Why am I moving my hand like this? Why am I sitting here? Why am I in this Zoom session? Knowledge gathering is very, very important, but application of it is even more important. You can have a huge library in your house, but if the books have not changed your life, it doesn't mean anything. Oh, you have such great knowledge, but you didn't change yourself. What does that mean? You have great PhDs, you have achieved a lot, you have got great medals, but it didn't change you as a person. You have not become a better human being. How did it help you? How did meditation help you in becoming a better person? Better than yesterday, better than the last month, better than last year. Let our progress or evolution be like this, not like this. We don't need horizontal evolution, horizontal development. We need a vertical development, vertical evolution. We need to go straight up. And the best way to go straight up is to lose your luggage, emotional luggage, mental luggage, physical luggage, karmic luggage. Less luggage, more comfort. There's one suggestion which I read in a book, my dear friends. One student asked his guru, Master Ji, what is self-realization? What is Atma Jnanam? And the guru says, to know what you're not is called self-realization. You should know what you're not, then you'll know what you are, is what the Guruji said. So you're not your body, you're not your emotions, you're not your thoughts, you're not your assets, you're not your clothes, you're not anything, you're not your relationships, you're not your everything. What are you? When you slowly peel off all the layers of attachments of what you're not, then you will come to know what you actually are. That is called a self-realization. So know what you're not, and then you will know what you are. So my dear friends, please get connected to your heart. Listen to the heartbeats of animals, the throbbing of the animal's heart. Try to listen to it. Try to communicate with it. Patrici said, Dhyanam, meditation, Swadhyayam and Sajana Sangatyam, which is meditation, reading books and interacting with others. As far as my knowledge goes, interacting with others means not just with human beings, but with animals and Mother Nature also. Spend time with animals. Spend time with plants, with rivers, with oceans, with mountains. We have a lot to learn from them. Go and spend time in nature every 6 months, every 3 months, how much ever you can do. Try to get reconnected to nature. Go and sit in nature, do meditation, go hug them, be with them, touch them. Get reconnected with nature. Spend time with animals, listen to them. What do they have to tell you? Do some Sajjana Sangatya with them also, my dear friends. So let's include the entire animal kingdom into your heart. Please. Let's not be separatistic, even with one animal. Let's be inclusive. Let's become one heart, oneness with each and every living being. Let's contribute to their freedom rather than enslavement. Thank you very much, my dear friends. And that's all from today. And if you want to learn more about plant-based food, you can watch Game Changers. You can watch What the Health, Forks Over Knives, and Dominion, Cowspiracy, Seaspiracy, Maa Ka Doodh, and everything. Why I want to ask you to give up all these things is you need to become a temple. You don't need any animal protein in your body. No meat, no fish, no eggs, no dairy, no honey. If you have any questions, I'm ready to answer you if I know. Thank you very much, my dear friends.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Any questions from the audience? You can raise your hand.
I just want to say a few words that I'm glad and very happy that you are discussing this very beautiful topic and wonderful topic with us. I have been doing all these things since few years, not since few years, I would say since my childhood. But this time, this plant-based diet, I am already trying to put myself onto it. And just without like, till now I'm using dairy products, but I'm switching to, soya milk and other items as well. This is the only thing which I think I should do it now, and rest everything which you were counting, everything I'm glad that I'm following. So it is very much very crucial topic on which we should think about. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sarvoj, for the kind words. Thank you. Yes, everyone, every human being should follow this. When I say follow this, follow compassion, follow your heart. That's all I'm saying. Follow your heart, follow your compassion, follow your true self. What are you? That is what you need to follow. That's it.
Thank you, Sarojji. Kalpana ji, you can go next.
Hello, Kanchan.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
Ma'am, thank you so much for being on this platform. And sincere gratitude. I just to one moment I want to share on the last year Dhyan Mahachakram. You promised me that you contact me, and whenever you are going to contact me, I will come on the PMC platform. And I'm glad that you are on PSSM platform. We did our journey from PMC to PSSM. I'm so happy to have you on this platform, ma'am. Thank you so much for this. And now my question, ma'am, as you said, like about the wool as well, like we should leave this part. So when we are living in these cold countries, so what could be the substitute in that way, like for this particular wool part?
Yes, there are many options like synthetic fiber is there. Many cotton fabrics are there where we can keep ourselves warm. So we do not take their natural, thermostats, and we a thermostat, take their natural thermostats to be our artificial thermostats. So let it be on them, because that is what God gave to them. So we are in no way to snatch their natural things and keep ourselves warm. We do not do that, because the process is very, very, very cruel.
And I know. Yep, ma'am.
The shearing process, sometimes the skin comes out, they are bleeding to death, and they don't care. They just want the volumes of wool, and we are contributing to that with each sweater that we buy. So let's think about that. The only thing that I'm asking everyone here to think in the animal's perspective. So let's leave the Kanchan or the Parinitha or the Saroj over here, and to think from the animal's perspective, just for one brief moment, and then we will know what to exactly do. So there are many other substitutes that you can find out. I have done my research. Now it's your time to do the research and follow the the compassionate path.
Right, ma'am. Thank you. Like buying the stuff, need to be careful what all like is there in that particular woolen stuff. Thank you
Yes.
so much for ma'am this enlightenment.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Wonderful.
Yes, Kalpana ji.
Thank you so much, ma'am. First of all, I would like to say I felt so much happiness, ma'am, when you joined the session. I can't even stop laughing. Thank you so much. Yeah, I want to share one experience about animal. I used to feel like, fear when, dogs come next to me. Like, in India, we have street dogs and all. But after reading that Soul's Journey book, I started to feel compassion towards dogs. Then my fear has gone. Whenever they come to me, they don't, follow me at all. They just say quiet and, nicely. So it's so good, madam. It was a different feeling, like, I got after reading that book. Every animal they understand our feelings. They know what you're feeling. So it's just, we are not, being connected with them. So that's what I realized. When I got connected to the dogs, my fear is gone. So it was such a nice experience, ma'am.
Yes,
Thank
wonderful.
you. Yeah. And we have one more question from participants, ma'am. They're asking for yogurt recipes, without dairy. So how to make yogurt? How to make yogurt?
It's a very, very simple process. Okay, for example, if we want peanut yogurt, peanut curd or something like that, okay, you need to soak the peanuts for at least 5 hours, okay. Then you need to drain the water that you have soaked the peanuts in. Then you put them in a blender, a grinder or a mixer, whatever you call it. So you put a half liter water in that, blend it, and then strain it with a nut cloth. You strain it with a cloth, and all the milk comes out, and you have the pulp still inside the cloth. You put it back in the blender, and you mix it again with another half liter of water or more than that. Then you can again strain it with the nut cloth, and then you have the plant milk. As simple as that. And to make that thing as a yogurt or a curd, I don't know about yogurt because I'm in India, so we make curds here. So to make a curd out of it, you just have to, make it warm. And once it comes to lukewarm, you have the green chilies. You just pluck off the stems from there, the stems over there, and you slit the chilies into 4 halves. Just slit it. Don't cut it off. Just slit it, and you put the stems and the green chilies into that while they are in lukewarm stage, and you leave it at that. And in the morning, they will become curd for you. And you have many YouTube videos also that can teach you how to make different plant-based milks and curds and ice creams and cheeses and chocolates. You have the whole world at your feet. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, ma'am.
Yes.
Arun Patel, sir, please go.
Hello, Parinitha ji. Thank you very much for nice presentation.
Thank you, sir.
I have already quit the meat and all that, but I'm already vegan now since I watched the Maca Doodh. And then after becoming a vegan, I become fruitarian. I think you know that.
Yes, I do.
My next step is being a breatharian.
All the best for you, sir.
Thank you. And here is my the product I use, milk. This is the yogurt here, and then these are the different milks for to substitute dairy product.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. See, we have got even a live session where he shows you the alternatives as well. What more can we ask for? Thank you, Arunji, for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Arunji, for sharing. Ma'am, there's a question in the chat box, which is quite important. So we are asked that the plants, they are also living beings, right? So how is it okay to eat plants and it's not okay to eat animals?
Yeah, that's a very regular question. I'm not surprised that I got this question. So, okay, when we compare animals to plants, okay, animals have a central nervous system, plants do not. Animals have all the organs that we have, and plants do not. Animals have emotions, they feel pain, they feel hurt. Plants respond to life through photosynthesis. They respond to life. Okay? Why Patri ji said that we need to become more and more breatharian is the less harmlessness. Ahimsa means harmlessness. Let's become less harmful, and less harmful as we progress through life. Become less harmful, more harmless. We have, transition from being a non-vegetarian to vegetarian. Less harmfulness. From a vegetarian to plant-based, less harmfulness. Then becoming a fruitarian, less harmfulness. Become a breatharian, total harmlessness. So become lesser and lesser harmful consciously, so that you become harmless at the end of your journey. It can be in this incarnation, it can be in your another incarnation, it can be your 50th incarnation, it can be your 100th incarnation. It's okay. Being less and less harmful is the goal. When you become whom are you harming? You're not harming anyone. And you know Jasmine, right? She is a breatharian. We have a living example here. Jasmine is a breatharian. You can go and Google her. Jasmine. She has written books as well. She lives only on cosmic energy, nothing else. How is that possible?
Amazing. Thank you. Sonia ji, hope your question is answered. There's one more question from Anusha ji. Quite an interesting one, ma'am. Did you find a substitute for honey?
Yeah, sure. Maple syrup, date syrup. Yeah. Perfectly healthy, natural from plants. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Any other questions that we have?
Just last one. I think Sarvoj ji is asking, what's the name again on the living cosmic energy?
Breatharian, living on breath.
Breatharian.
Breatharian.
Now, the name of the lady I think you were talking about who wrote some books.
She's Jasmuheen, Jasmuheen. Jasmuheen.
Mohin, I'll search it out. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Don't see any other questions, ma'am. So thank you so much for your time. It's all about love and compassion and understanding that every form of life is equally important and deserve equal respect. With this, we are going to conclude our day 15 of the Reinvent journey. And we are going to see you all tomorrow, same time. Thank you so much, every master, for joining.
Thank you, Mom.